We were going to have another participant, and that was Trevor Manuel, who was, Minister of Planning in South Africa and many other, has played many other distinguished roles. He, unfortunately, because of the various events in South Africa, could not be with us, but he sent us a video. We'll play that video to start this off. It is on this subject of, of the need for evidence in government, and then we'll take off from there. So, Trevor Manuel.
Good day to you, and thank you very much for the opportunity to talk to you. My decision to join this 10th anniversary of JPAL was taken in absolute good faith. As a development practitioner, I really, really, really wanted to be physically present with you. I've always appreciated the work done by JPAL, and it's good company to be seen in, so I thought that it'll earn me a few brownie points to be seen with you at your 10th anniversary conference. But my diary prevents me from traveling right now, and thank heavens for technology, I can join you in this way. I'm attracted to JPAL. I think it's your motto, research into action, that says it all. Now, some of you may be aware that I've been involved in the policy space for well over 20 years. In fact, I've been in cabinet in South Africa for just about 20 years now, performing different functions, first as Minister of Trade and Industry, then for 13 years in finance, and now in the planning function. All of these broadly related to the economic sphere, all of them seeking to respond to our constitutional mandate, which requires of us to raise the living standards of each South African and free the potential of each. That clause in the preamble to our constitution could have been written for the specific purpose of controlled randomized sampling. We have to try and move ahead. Many of the instruments we use as part of our pro-poor policies tend to be blunt. Just this past week, in fact, we released a national income dynamics study, which for us is a very important body of information. This is the third wave of a study. We've gone back to the same people in all three waves over 6 years now. And it's very telling what's happening to the lives of very poor people in South Africa. But we also need to focus on very particular areas, and this is where there's a collaboration between JPAL Africa and the South African government. We're focused on a collaborative analysis of labor interventions effectiveness. It's got an acronym like CALIE, and it sounds like it was dreamt up by some university students to perform some function. The National Planning Commission, which I chair, is of course the reference point for JPAL Africa and all of government in this. We're trying to understand better the cost effectiveness of the school-to-work transitions, and we are trying to work through how to improve on the labor absorptive capacity of the South African economy. This CALIE process, in fact, comprises three aspects of study. The first is labor regulation and demand. The second is improving or testing the effectiveness of transport subsidies to impact on job search. And the third is one that deals with labor counseling, productivity, and employment. It's early days in the study, but we're looking forward to the results because we have this fundamental problem of exceedingly high unemployment rates in South Africa and the recognition that 70% of unemployed South Africans are below the age of 35. We think that the work with JPAL will take us far down the track because it'll help us to move beyond as I said, the blunt instruments that are generally available to understand what works better. And the scale of the project and the scope thereof, in fact, lends itself to the randomized control experimentation. It's this kind of partnership which will make a very significant difference to people in our country. Just recently I had the privilege of serving on the Oxford Martin Commission for Future Generations. We released our report on the 16th of October this year. And one of the key observations is that societies across the world are underinvested in future generations. This certainly is true when one looks at the unemployment rates for young people in South Africa, but it's also true for many parts of the world. We hope that this interactive work that we do in Calais between JPAL and the government of South Africa will provide a number of pointers to the rest of the world about what the impediments are and what the opportunities are for labor absorption into the future. I wish you well for this conference, and clearly I want to join in the celebration of the 10th anniversary of JPAL. Long may you live, long may you continue to do the work focused on poverty action, and long may we have the partnership that we've enjoyed over these past years. Thank you very much.